I was born without arms and legs. I have a really supportive and big family. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be successful. My parents, especially Terry and Mike, they taught me to be who I am, no matter what the limitations were. To grow, grow up and to fit in with the normal society, I guess. In my eyes, and with the help of the family, I don't see myself as having a physical disability. A lot of people say that I am handicapped, but I just laugh at them and say, no, I'm pretty much handy-capable. So, like I said, the teachers, a lot of people throughout my life have been supportive. I mean, if it wasn't for the help of the others around me, I wouldn't be successful. So I'm thankful for everything that has, been part of my life. And it's difficult sometimes, but you just look at it and say, okay, we'll figure a different way around it, So, because I just received my license, and the vehicle itself is between $70,000 and $90,000, and the accommodations to that is $100 plus. So what we're trying to do is get this GoFundMe page up and running to help, deviate that financial crisis that I'm in, because I'm a fifth-year student, so I'm paying for college. So there's just a lot to, and it needs to be for a job and a lot of the other needs in transportation. So it can be a minivan, it could be a Suburban. They do trucks, they modify trucks. I'm looking right now currently at like a minivan. It could be like a Toyota or a Dodge or whatever the case may be. And then what they do is they take everything out of the vehicle and then modify it to my needs. So they'll put in a ramp, and they put in the hand controls that I'll be using to drive. And it's a pretty cool looking setup. So
okay.
The rest of my family were born with arms and legs, so this is the first time for my family to do this. And we know in Dubuque there's nothing around here because it's Dubuque, and there's a lot of places in Minneapolis, Nebraska, Missouri, but once we started looking at it, then we knew where to go. So we waited this long just because I was in school, so I knew I really didn't need it, but now I have another year left in college, and I'm going to need that transportation need, so that's why we started it this year. We contacted an organization up in Minnesota, and their names were Adaptive Experts, and we went up to Minneapolis and we trained for a day. They said, all right, we're just going to put you in the vehicle. We're going to see if you are able to drive. That was the first step for the initial can you drive or not. I passed that test, and then after that we waited about 6 months to hear back from them so they can have all their paperwork finished. And we talked to Voc Rehab in town here, and they started doing communications between us and them to get the financial stuff, issues figured out. And then they came down here the first week in February, and I just drove around, did a lot of the parking lot stuff, braking, backing up, just going forward, getting used to the controls just because, it was my first time actually doing it. And then they came down the third week in February, and then that's when I started hitting the roads, going around town, driving around. And then the Friday of that last week they were down here, I did the driver's test, and then I received my license. So.